Get ready to take a look behind the scenes and enter the impossible for the Between Two Minds podcast with our hosts, Judge Mentalist and Bernardo Rodriguez. Can they really tell you what you're thinking?
Good afternoon, Hypnosis world. It is Judge Mentalist. As with most of these interview shows, the intro says that it's going to be me and my stage partner, Bernardo, but he doesn't do these, so here I am. I'm still working on it. Congratulations to him. He actually just got engaged, so I am not making audio requests of him at this time. He is out in Arizona, so congrats to him. If you know him, wish him well. Although if you know him, you probably have already seen this announcement. Today is going to be incredibly memorable for you. We're going to have a memorable time talking about a future memorable time so that you can learn how to make your hypnosis shows a more memorable time. Because we have not only a seasoned, experienced, professional stage hypnotist and comedy hypnotist that's joining us here today, but one with a lot of theatrical background. So trust me, when our next guest here is coming to talk to you about how to make your shows more exciting, more involved, more theatrical, more memorable, he knows what he's talking about. So without further ado, Michigan's own Michael Brody.
Ta-ta-ta-ta! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you. God bless you. I love you. Please. No, you don't have to do any more. No. Okay, I guess that's it. Hey, everybody.
Hearing us with his own sound effects. So,
oh my gosh, it is so
I
rude.
appreciate you for making it so that I'm writing checks that actually clear. Because a lot of times you can make a whole lot of claims and then nothing. Not today. Not today.
Not today, my friend. Not today. Not the judge. The judge is in town.
That's right. That's right. So Michigan Hypnosis International Hypnosis Conference is just a couple months away. We're at the one that has a 7, waiting for the one that has a 9, and we're almost to the start date. So we're just about 2 months away from one of my favorite conferences. This is one of the ones for me. This in PHS, no offense to any of the others, but these two are the ones that are already on my calendar next year. Even though the dates haven't been set, already on my calendar next year. So lots and lots of fun, lots and lots of networking. For anybody who's watching us live and don't know how this works, feel free to drop into the comments wherever you are. Those questions will come into us and we can ask them. But so yeah, you are yet again, and why not, sharing some amazing knowledge with us at Michigan Conference this year. So where do we go this year, Mr. Brody?
Well, we're not just I'm not just going to share anything. I'm also going to learn some stuff too, because as every good hypnotist, whether you're a hypnotist or a student of hypnosis, you absolutely need to know that you can always learn more. It's not just, me doing 35 years of hypnosis throughout the decades, doing all this fun stuff and playing around and joking around and having a blast. But it's also learning from other hypnotists, learning what I might be missing that I could take from other people, these different kinds of ideas or these different techniques, and mold them into my own, and mold them to the way I would like it to make my show even better than it could be, or it could be even more of a variable, more of a different variety show. And that's what this, by the way, this theatrical hypnosis is all about. It's all more about audience participation and variety. So it kind of gets people involved.
And when you say audience participation and variety, I trust that you are not talking about the panel of volunteers that you have on stage. We're going out into the audience, right?
Absolutely. In fact, when I'm doing my shows, not only, we'll have our volunteers, and my volunteers will, all these volunteers will have a fantastic time being unique and creative and amazing in their own way. But the way the show gets to be even shaped even more is by having the audience participating in it, either by bringing the volunteers to the audience, or bringing the audience to the volunteers. So it kind of makes it a little bit more interactive. It gets the audience, instead of having that wall that's in between the stage and the audience, it kind of breaks down that what in theater we call the fourth wall. It kind of breaks the fourth wall and kind of brings the audience even more on stage and gets them involved in it. And it's a lot of fun. And
fantastic. Yeah, because if you get into a rut, it can definitely be that divider where we're up here and we're doing the fun, silly stuff, and then we're out here just watching.
Absolutely.
And it's fun, but a lot of time, here's the thing, there is a degree of fun that is so elevated if somebody in the group that you're with is up there on stage. Mm-hmm. But if there's not, because only so many people can fill so many chairs, then sure, the shows are fun, they're entertaining, and they're exciting. But it's just, there's a drop-off element when it's not the people you know up there. Because those moments that really, like, a lot of people get into this, is it real? Is it BS? Are they just playing along? And then you're there and your friend's up on stage and they're doing things that you couldn't get them to play along to otherwise, and then the light bulb goes off. But if you're not in a group, you don't have the light bulb moment.
Absolutely. And, for all you hypnotists who are out there, I mean, think about it. When, the crowd literally goes bonkers, especially if you're working with high school kids or you're working with college kids. You get so many volunteers, and right from the beginning, they all raise their hand. They all, please come on, let me come up. And the minute you get all 20 or all 15 or 20 people up on stage, all of a sudden the energy level sinks, because they realize, oh, well, I didn't get to go on. I guess that's going to be it. I'm just going to have to observe it, just watch it. Nope, not in these shows. These shows, you get to be involved more. You get to be the hypnotist. You get to be and you get to be a prop. It is a you get to change the way it might even look. So the show is never the same. I mean, you can literally do the exact same suggestions, but the show will never, ever be exactly the same, because each person is different. And even the volunteers, when they come up, not going to believe it. So it is very exciting. It's very exciting to experience this. Plus, I'm going to my goal for this year is to start working on doing auditoriums, to doing, I don't know, more four-walling, but four-walling with sponsorship. And that's what I'm hoping for. And and I say we because there is another person who I'm working with that is a absolutely brilliant person in marketing, and he actually is one of my mentors, or not my mentor. I'm the mentor. He's one of my students, and so we're going to start doing shows together. So it's going to even have a more crazier aspect to this whole thing. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the theatrical part, because it's not going to be just hypnosis. We're going to add comedy in the first act. So it'll be like acts, having act 1 and act 2. Be a lot of fun.
Love it. Love it. My mainstay show, which is all of the illustration that's around us for this, Between Two Minds, is a 2-act show. My stage partner is a mentalist. He does a 45-minute show. And I will tell you the one thing, and take from this what you want. as you're setting up a multi-act show. I just the first year plus, almost every single one of my shows was part of this 2-act show. I was so spoiled because Bernardo, my stage partner, the material he selected, the way that he treats people, because it's mentalism, so it's also very interactive with audience members, just not the same audience members for the whole show.
Right.
The respect that he brings to them, the way that he treats them, my, oh my, I just had a primed pump for volunteers. So when my half of the show started, I literally could have walked out there and been like, hey, hypnosis is about to happen. Who wants to do it? Come get these chairs. That could have been my pre-talk. Still can in those shows because he sets the table so well. So when you have somebody that's out there that's really warming you up and as long as they're treating that audience right, I don't want to say it. This sounds bad, but it's the right term. The guard is down. People are ready to be involved because everything that they've seen in which people have been involved up to that point has been where they want it to be. And they're super comfortable with it. They're already comfortable in the room. And it is a big deal. If you don't realize how big of a deal this is, there's the link to get to the Michigan conference and learn all this.
Yeah, I absolutely, Judge, you're so right. You are so right on so many levels that it's incredible. You're brilliant. It's like you're reading my mind. It's amazing. Oh, well, you're a mentalist too. But the thing is that it is when people first come, when customers come to see the show, they're coming in to a show expecting to be entertained. But their guards are, especially as you get older, their guards are still down, or their guards are still up until they're given permission to let down that analytical part of them to, instead of deciding if they are going to be, did we pay enough money for this and stuff like that, and just enjoy. Because that's what the whole evening is all about, is to just enjoy, to have a freaking fun time. And that's one of the reasons why people who are, and I'm talking specifically to the stage hypnotist. Now, you'll always hear me, you always know that I'll always call myself a comedy hypnotist. Why do I call myself a comedy hypnotist? Because I interact with the audience and with the volunteers. The people who are stage hypnotists will just do their show. They'll try and either look like they're the main people for it, or they'll just go right from suggestion to suggestion to suggestion, and that will be that. That's one of the things I never want to do. So if you are a starting hypnotist and you need to have a personality, because the first thing they're going to see is you walking on stage. And by the way, one of my good friends named Richard Cole had a class on just that, on entering a stage with confidence and knowing what to do. And as I did a show, as I was doing one of my shows, and he was there, he goes, "Good entrance." I said, "Thanks." But the thing is that you have to come on with a ball of energy. You have to come on with confidence. You have to come on knowing you're going to entertain the crowd and that's why I love being goofy, because it's not a norm. It brings down the guard. It's true. It does. Yeah, way. It does. It's true. So, I think it's truthfully amazing, and that's one of the reasons why I love to be creative, to have a lot of fun, and to not just do shows, but also do, I love doing these podcasts that, I have a video show that I do too. I do my mindsight hypnosis. But everybody knows, Judge, that that your show is more incredible than mine. It's true. Yeah, that's right. See, you have a fan there, right there. So it is truly incredible how hypnosis can just bring people out. I've seen that happen where people have been shy and bring people out. And that's what, by the way, that's one of the reasons why I do theater. I've always done theater. Ever since I graduated from high school, I started doing theater. Even in high school, I did theater, and I did theater outside of high school, and I did professional theater, and my daughter does theater, and my son does theater, and my wife does theater. All of us do theater, but this kind of helps bring out the confidence in people. So my suggestion to all you stage hypnotists, if you're ever looking for confidence, go and do a show. It'll bring it out. I guarantee it.
Yeah, no doubt. One of the things that I try to push on to people who are getting into this all the time is that, hey, if you have had a proper training, then you are ready, go. Mm-hmm. There are too many people that want to get into this. They're just, they lack, I guess, that confidence after that first round of training, and then they go do another one, and then they go do another one, and they get into that cycle of learning, which is all fine and good. But believe you me, I mean, just look at these two clowns on stage right now. This is not graduate level or PhD level work that we're doing here. Now, there are elements of it that can be. There are definitely things that separate shows and the way that you interact with your people. But if you have taken a legit training that is designed to have you, if part of what the promise in the training is that you'll be ready to do a show when you leave this training, trust it. Because they're not making that claim, whoever the trainer is, unless they've got what it takes to back it up. So right. Believe me, you are ready. Do what Michael says. Go out there, do that show. It will be the most memorable experience, perhaps, of your life. I still vividly remember my very first show, although it wasn't decades ago. And, this was, coming from, learning this from Kevin Lapine in Vegas in his showroom, and really emulating his show. Because ultimately, when you do your first show, you're going to be emulating whoever trained you. That is what it is. Don't be shy about that. It's fine. They are in a position where they're capable of training you. So trust me, that works. All right. You'll get out of that comfort zone when it's right to. Whenever you're ready to, you'll expand that. But I still vividly imprinted into my soul is the looks on those faces the first time I tossed napkins, which were now $100 bills, up in the air, and those eyes lit up and those hands started reaching out from my people. And that was the moment where I was like, oh, damn.
Yep.
I'm ready to quit my day job already. And it has legit been like, I was a more than part-time performing mentalist. And it was literally that precise moment that had me be like, nope, never doing that again. I have shows that are booked, and if I can't talk these bookings into doing a hypnosis show, then I'm going to do the mentalism show. But with very few exceptions, I've only done hypnosis since then. I'm dusting off. I'm actually dusting off the mentalism for the Michigan Hypnosis Conference, because Dan's got me doing a show, and I'm like, really, Dan? I mean, I'll do a hypnosis show.
That right there is the reason why people should come to the conference, just to see your show, just to see your
you might see me really blow one up, because I will be doing new versions of routines that I haven't done in years. I've taught some of these routines in that several year time frame.
And honestly, Judge, I think I've seen your website. If you haven't seen Judge's website, you got to go there. Judge, if you could put your website on the screen, I think people should go and see it. It is a beautiful, absolutely incredible website. People who are starting hypnosis, and if you're being a stage hypnotist or a comedy hypnotist, if you ever want a good template to see what a website should be, you should go to his, because I'm telling you now, it is literally an excitement a minute. And you know what the funny thing is I heard the word yesterday. I heard the word magnet. It is a pure magnet, and it is beautiful. And by the way, people who are listening to this, and who all the millions of people who are listening to this and tune in every week, I want you all to know that the way Judge does this is just absolutely beautiful. And you also will notice that him and I and a whole bunch of hypnotists are actually creating a brand new, it's not new anymore, because it's a saying that is really important, that makes us all better, which is basically, we are all working together to be successful. So we're learning, we're growing, we're doing it together. We're, instead of doing it as competition, we're doing it together, and that's very, very important. So,
right, because it's like, look, here's the thing, and I'll actually be talking about this in my talk. For anybody who's getting into this and wants to get started, there are so many paying shows in your backyard. You just haven't thought about it from my perspective or Michael's perspective yet. I don't need to, nor do I, try to grab gigs that are out where you are in Michigan or even further. Now, I'm proud of the fact that I have performed in all four corners of this country, basically. I mean, not the tippy top and the but I have been all throughout this country. But logistically speaking, it's so much easier for me to say, hey, you want a gig there? I know Michael Brody. Or if you're up in Ontario, you mentioned Richard Cole, I'm probably going to source them to that person. But it's really all about raising up this profession. I feel like, as this being a prime form of entertainment, we are still very much in the dark ages. There are still so many people who have no clue what these shows are, what they do, how fun they can be. Fill in the blanks beyond that. That's the mission right here. The mission is to make this, you don't see these shows unless you're, a lot of the probably the bulk of these shows are existing in high schools for a variety of reasons: post proms, fundraisers, grad nights, things of that nature. On cruise ships, but not all cruise ships.
And I'll tell you what, there's still many, many untapped markets that people can go through. And I will be, in fact, I am making a challenge. Judge, you've just made me make a challenge. You have, and it's very true. All right, listen, stop. Yes, wait. All right, so this is my challenge. Any person who's listening in right now and comes up to me and says, I saw you on Between Two Minds, and I heard about your challenge. I will come up to you and I will talk to you about making some really nice buco dollars if you're interested. Buco means lots, in case you didn't know. But I show you how to do that by doing seminars for high school psychology classes. And there's a lot of high schools in states.
Yeah.
And to talk about hypnosis. And really the funny thing is that I've been doing that since 1996. The thing is that literally it grows more and more and more and more every year, and people love it. And all I'm really doing is I'm talking a little bit about hypnosis, the basics of hypnosis, and then I'm doing a simple demonstration, all within the allotted time of their classroom hour. It's amazing. And you get paid very nice dollars from it. And so that's something I'll be glad to talk to anybody about. But again, you need to come to the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference. Thank you very much. Oh, nice timing. Yes, putting the registration on there. Nice.
There we go.
Yeah. So go to the the International Hypnosis Conference. I'd love to see everybody there. Introduce yourself. I'll be glad to talk to you about it, because that's what we do.
Hey, you're giving away a registration.
I am. Ooh, very nice. Good segue.
And we still have a few days for people to get involved in that, right?
That is absolutely true. I am. I've told this on Facebook. I'm very, very fortunate to get to know many brilliant people who are hypnotists, and including you, Judge, just so you know. And I'm very, very fortunate to have met these people and to learn from these people. So I felt that it was very important for me to give back, which is something I always like to do. Or like pay it forward, whatever it's called. So I decided I was going to pay for someone's registration. And so how do you get involved in that? And there's still some time. I believe today is the 8th. And so today is the 8th, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have about a week left. If you go to Facebook and DM me and saying to me your name and why you want to come to the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference, I am going to give a $200 registration fee. I'll pay for it. So all you have to do is do the other fun stuff, and you get a conference for free. There you go. The deadline is July 15th, and then I'm going to announce it, and we'll take it from there. But I think it's very important to give back, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing that.
Beautiful. I love it. I think it's great. Spread the love. Fill the rooms.
Dude, I'm spreading something, but I'm not sure what it is. So there you go. You were talking about being confident in everything. The first thing I teach people is how to say hello. So I actually have a recording of the first person I did that with. I'm going to let you hear it now. Hi. That was it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. I'm telling you, I have fun with this stream deck. It's too much fun.
If you're not using fun stuff like this in your shows, then you should.
Do it.
Talk to either us about it. Other great people. Is Jeff Bennett coming and speaking? I think he is.
Yes, he was there last year.
He may even be on my calendar for an interview, and I was gone for a week, and I literally put myself mostly off the grid for the past week, so I'm still kind of thawing out mentally. He's also somebody that can take you to the next level as far as that type of stuff with your show. So we've run longer than I normally run on these, but it's been worth it. It's been great. If you would like a free registration or a chance at one, reach out to Michael Brody on the Facebook. Otherwise, just register for the conference. Thank you later.
If you want to get a bonus in that, if you want to get farther along in that for that little scholarship, all you have to do is this. That's all you have to do, and there you go.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking the time with me. Really looking forward to reconnecting with you in Michigan and, of course, beyond. We will see everybody soon out there. Please spread the love. Share this around. It's going to be great. Even if it's after the 15th, you can still register for the conference.
Please do.
Awesome. All right. Be well, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Between Two Minds Behind the Scenes podcast. Be sure to follow us on social media under Between Two Minds with the number 2 instead of TWO, or under Enter the Impossible. Thank you, and we hope to see you back for the next episode.